Alright, back with Fire Talk. I guess my memory is a little full. So, for every mass shooting, we have to concede to one or two of our rights being taken away from us, or things being made illegal. For something that doesn't make any sense, that hasn't even been proven, that just is completely understandable, we lose that? I mean, with how many supposed mass shootings and shootings that there are, I mean, what, 5-10 years we have no rights anymore? That's about where it's at. And you gotta understand, these rights that we have, they were not given to us by our country, by our lawmakers, by anything but God. It is our God-given right to protect ourselves. And let alone the Constitution that our founding fathers wrote for us. The Second Amendment and the First Amendment were the two most important ones. Because they knew no matter what they ever did, they would die one day. They wouldn't be here to protect us. But we would be here to protect ourselves if we were smart enough not to let our rights be taken away. So what are we doing letting them take away our rights? So you're telling me because a moron acts like a moron, I lose my right to be able to protect my family? How in God's given world does that make any sense? And what is so sad is, I know history, we've been lied to about history, but they still give us enough truth in there that you should be able to understand. Not one time in history have the citizens been disarmed or made their ability to arm themselves or protect themselves so slighted in such a way as they're trying to do now that the government did not come in and slaughter the citizens. So any of you people that sit back and say, well, it's for the kids, it's for the kids, it's the kids, it's about the kids. Don't you understand that's what they've done? Don't you understand that was communism? Don't you understand that's what they did in Russia? Don't you understand that's exactly what they've always done? They know we love our children, because any sane person loves children. They want children to be safe. Whether you have kids or not, you know that's the future. You know there's nothing else in the whole world than warms your heart if you're a halfway decent person than seeing a smile on a kid's face. So if they can use that against you to make you so scared that you are willing to give up any of your rights to protect them, people seem to think that's okay. Look, a great man one day said, any person in any country willing to give up even one right for safety will have neither. Do you not understand that? They're not going to do it all at once. Does nobody realize the biggest standing army in the world is the United States citizens? Nowhere else in the world do so many people own so many guns. Why do you think we're the freest nation in the world? Because if you tread on me and you go against my God-given rights, 95% of every person that has a gun will say, F you, you're not going to tread on me. That scares them. And, you know, for some reason, we're letting them scare us into trying to protect our kids by getting rid of guns. How do you protect your kids by getting rid of your guns so you can't protect your family? Or, hey, let's say you live next to a school and there's a school shooter. Hey, I'm not saying it's the smartest thing. You might get shot by the cops. But if you're somebody that cares enough and loves enough, if there's somebody shooting up a school, you're not worried about your life if you're going to run in there anyways. You accidentally get shot by a cop, oh well. If you can go in there and save one person's life, you know you did what you were supposed to do. In what insane world does it make sense that you hate our president so much that you think he's the next coming of Hitler, but you want him and his government to take away our guns and our rights to defend ourselves? Are you stupid? Did our founding fathers leave our ability to arm ourselves so that we could hunt squirrels, deer, and bear? No. We were supposed to have the same muskets that anybody else could have. We were supposed to have the same caliber of whatever the hell anybody else had. The biggest, the best, top of the line. Why is that? Because you can't fight against somebody that has weapons that are better than you. That's why, legally, we are supposed to be able to have our firearms that are just as well capable as theirs, so that we can defend ourselves against tyranny, so that we can defend ourselves against enemies foreign and abroad. That is the reason, the rhyme and the reason that they gave us every single ability that they did. That's what was written in the Constitution. And that is for the reason. And here's the thing is, we've let them make so many damn amendments against our Constitution. And that's something that we need to be worried about. And that's something that we need to care about, because it keeps going on and on and on. It will only go on for so long until they've taken enough, and then they're just beating down your doors, whether you have even the ability to protect yourself or not, whether you have a weapon or not. They'll beat down your door and freaking destroy your damn house and all of your belongings, just searching to see if maybe you have one. That's tyranny. That is not America. I promise you, if our founding fathers in any way saw what the heck is going on in our country right now, they'd be rolling over in their graves. I think my mushroom is kind of burnt. They'd be rolling over in their graves being like, you dumb freaking idiots. This is the whole reason why we gave you these things. And you're literally letting them take them away from you? I mean, they would be disappointed as hell. I promise you that. So, what are we supposed to do? Disappoint our founding fathers? Sorry. Yeah, that mushroom is done. So done I can't eat it. Got a little sidetracked on my other video. Forgot about it. So, what are we supposed to do? Sit here and just continue to just let them try to oppress us? Let them rob, steal the hearts and the minds of our children? Because I don't know if we keep going on the rate that we're going. I don't even know if they'll make it through their next generation to see their kids or their grandkids even have any freedoms left. So, you know, these little things that seem so little, we'll give them that. We'll give them that. We'll give them that. It's a slippery freaking slope. We are having somebody, George Soros, that literally, there's interviews. You can look it up yourself if you don't know it, do your own damn research. There are interviews, CNN, whatever the heck it was, maybe it was 60 Minutes, whatever it was, that asked him, like, well, so some guy said you were his adopted son, kept you safe, because, you know, George Soros is a Jew, supposedly. Kept you safe, and then you went around taking Jewish farms and taking from people. Doesn't that make you feel bad? He said it was the greatest time of his life. This is one of the richest people in the world that are literally trying to push politics and trying to push onto the left. And these poor, idiotic people, and if you're one of them and you're listening to this, I'm sorry, you need to do your own damn research. Literally freaking standing up cheering for this to happen. And the funniest thing is they freaking slight us. They take down our channels. They freaking don't show the real truth so that we don't know how many of us are out there. I promise you, if you are like-minded as me, I promise you there are so many more of us out there than there are of them. But they're the ones that control the media. How in the hell is it right that 80 families own over half of the material wealth in this world? 80 families. I think something's kind of wrong here. I think something's a little off. I think something's amiss. Don't you think maybe that's something that we should be worried about? That we should care about? Not a bum stock. Not whether somebody's 18 and can buy a rifle. Are you freaking joking me? We've given you more than enough laws for you to have stopped 90% of these morons that supposedly did what you supposedly say they did. And even with all of those laws, you still couldn't figure it the F out when you had all the ability in the damn world to figure it out and take care of it. So we're supposed to give you more rights to go against us, more ability to go against our rights than you already have now. So what does that mean? We give you all the rights and all the will of the whole freaking world and the whole population where we can't even defend ourselves against tyranny? Because all you crazy lefties that want to give up these rights and you think that that's the best thing to do, you think our president is a tyrant and you want to take away your ability to protect yourself. You're a fucking idiot. Literally. Somebody needs to smack you. I'm sorry you didn't have a father. I didn't have one either, but I'm not that fucking stupid. I'm sorry you didn't have a big brother to fucking smack you around and show you what reality is, and to show you the best thing in the world is to having your freaking self to be able to defend yourself in any means necessary, because it is your God-given right. You need to never forget that. Your God-given right to defend yourself in any way necessary if tyranny or anything is coming upon you. But it seems that, we have these people that just want to work for CNN. And, these people that have enough money that they can have armed security guards, 15-foot walls around their fucking house. But we're not supposed to have the ability to protect ourselves. Our wife isn't supposed to have the ability to protect herself. Our children aren't supposed to have the right and the ability to protect themselves. What insane world do you live in? Oh yeah, this world that's run by Satan. Well, I hope all of you that have half of a brain that usually don't agree with this stuff might do a little bit of research of history. Because anybody that has any idea of what history is, even the fake history that they've let you, that they let you know, even though it's not the whole truth, the full truth, and nothing but the truth, read any history book and tell me one civilization that has ever taken the weaponry away from the citizens and it worked out well for the citizens. Give me a effing break. Alright, well, that's part 2 of Johnny's Fire Talk. Alright, love you all.